I want to share with you my nursing school journey from admission to graduation. TAs exams, council exams, reading strategies, extracurricular activities, my first love in School of Nursing. Also, what I believe that prevented me from carrying out certain nursing procedures. All of these I will unveil to you in this video. On the 8th of December 2014, I received a message that I have been given admission into School of Nursing Anua. So that was when my journey began. So when I arrived at the school, I was given 7 days for me to complete my payment and make sure that I secure my admission within 7 days. Anything out that, I will lose my admission. So I was so much in a hurry to pay everything. Although there was no money, but we anyhow, when it comes to emergency, money must come out by force. So money came out and somehow I sorted myself and I got to the hostel and I saw only 15 boys in the hostel. In the whole school of 300 and something students, only 15 boys, would you imagine? So you can see that the number of ladies far outweigh the number of boys in the School of Nursing that I went to. So while I was still jubilating, I was so excited about getting admission and studying nursing and all of this. My first class experience, I was just gisting with some girls and get to know them. Some of them were so pretty, and I like some of them. I was just gisting, getting to know them, and suddenly a teacher just walked in, a lecturer. It was a man. He said that we are not yet students. I was confused when I heard that. Then he went ahead and said that our names are written in saliva, that at the end of 6 months, that is when they will know they are real students. Then we were 95. He said that the school are actually looking for, he said that the school is actually looking for 50. Imagine 50, then why do you admit up to 95? So definitely 45 students must go home at the end of 6 months. That was when it dawned on me that I have to stop all this play and then take this thing serious. Then the journey became tougher and tougher. I started with the preparation, and when the time for PTS exams, when it was time for PTS exams, I did my best. Guess what? I had 2 receipts. So when you fail in nursing, you understand that it's part of the process. You rarely see some student that said, okay, from year 1 to the final year, I did not fail any course. Okay. So failure is part of the nursing program. Okay. So if you fail any course, don't feel bad for you to say, it doesn't mean that you are not intelligent. So when I failed 2 courses, that was sociology and English. Guess what? My best friend left home because she passed all the courses and travel home. I was at home during the Easter holiday reading, preparing for the receipt exam, and I passed the receipt exams. I got into year 1. That was when I began to encounter difficult subjects like research, search, biostatistics, pharmacology, and all of these courses that you have to find a way to read and memorize. Read and reread again before you can get the concept and create a framework that will actually help you to remember them in exam hall, because they are complicated. Pathophysiology, the mechanism of action of medications, and all of this stuff. So these are the difficult subjects or courses in School of Nursing, if you ask me. If you have watched this video to this level and you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on our new videos. If you subscribe to this channel, you will never miss nursing updates, and I'll be posting videos about reproductive health as well. So there is a lot coming on this channel. So make sure you stick around, subscribe, and watch this video to the end. All right, thank you very much for doing that. Then moving on, my reading strategies. And in School of Nursing, we had group discussions where we meet every evening, about 5 or 6 persons in a group, and then we discuss what we read. Difficult subject. We went through the curriculum again and look at the subjects that are there, unit by unit, system by system, and then we try to brainstorm and interact. And that was cool because most of the things that you read on your own, if you teach another person, it sticks better than you're able to remember better than you reading on your own. When you share your ideas, you get the perspective of another person about that particular topic. So it was really, really helping. In addition to that, you need to have your own framework, your own strategies. So for me, my reading strategy or my reading time was from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. and from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. That was what really helped me, and I was faithful to my timetable. When it comes to extracurricular activities, because all work without play make Jack a dull boy. So there are so many things you can do in School of Nursing. For me, I love volleyball. That was what I played most of the time. The most interesting part of this story was when I met a girl that said she loved me. So it was really interesting because actually I was not thinking about it, but anyway, I enjoyed the fun we had. But along the line, this is how the whole thing started. So this is how the whole thing started.
You're my boyfriend now. Okay. Now that you're my boyfriend, you have to buy me ice cream, tell me I'm pretty, and walk me to and from recess and lunch. I made you a list so you don't forget. Okay.
Then she came up to me and told me, oh, I need this, I need that. She always giving me lists of things that she wanted. And I was a student, so she could not understand me from that perspective. So I had to end it. And the whole thing just ended right there. So that is but your own, you might try something better and it works for you, fine. But for me, that was how the whole thing went, and it didn't go well for me. So you can try your own. I've seen a lot of people that are getting married today. They have started their relationship while in School of Nursing. Of course, that is the best place, if you ask me, to get to know each other, study each other. I mean, to stay with somebody for 3 years is enough for you to know the person. So I think that's the best place for you to get to know somebody. But for me, it did not work out for me. Okay, so what did I fear most and why? I was so scared of inserting cannula. I was so scared of cannulization, the process of inserting cannula into a vein. So at a point, I was like, what is the belief behind this fear? Because you cannot have an emotion without a belief, right? So my fear was an emotion, and there was a belief behind that emotion. So I realized that my belief was that I thought that I would not be able to locate the vein, or I might mistakenly put the cannula inside the arteries. But with time, I changed my belief that I now know the difference between vein and artery. That there's no way you can easily penetrate the artery because the vein is the one that are prominent. Okay, so when I got that, my mindset shift. Okay, that was not all. I was also afraid that I was also thinking that, okay, canalization is mainly for doctors, the doctor's procedure. But when I noticed a few other nurses were doing it, I realized that it is for all healthcare workers. It's not just for doctors, it's for all healthcare workers. So I am also entitled to put cannula. Okay, so changing that my belief helped me to you know, be able to take a bold step and start inserting cannula. And that was what I did. So after changing my belief, I was able to take an action. So it was my belief about cannula that prevented me from taking action. So whenever you're in a situation that you are feeling anxious and all of that, and you are so afraid of doing something, ask yourself, what is it that I believe that is preventing me from doing this thing? What is it that I believe that is stopping me from doing this thing, that is making me to feel this way? So if you can look at that belief, challenge that belief, and you'll be able to feel differently, and you'll be able to think positively, and you'll be able to take action. That was what I did to overcome my fear of to overcome my fear of inserting cannula. Now I can insert cannula, although I still struggle with inserting cannula into children's vein. No, their veins are so tiny. So if you know how to do this, please tell me in the comment section. I would love to learn from you. Now, the biggest part was my graduation. I was so excited when it was time for council examination. And I used to tell some students, always prepare whenever you are in year 3, prepare, because the portal for Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria for registration of license exams, the portal may be open within 1 week, and they will tell you to pay 200,000 naira within a week, or 150,000 naira, or 100,000 naira within 1 week. So make sure you always have this money available once you are in year 3, because that was the situation that I experienced. You know, it was within 1 week or so. They said we should pay about 80,000 naira or so that time, and that was huge, that huge amount of money at that time. So I was struggling to raise the money. Okay, so always make sure that you prepare your mind. And when it comes to writing counsel, the reading, you have to read everything that you have been taught right from the first day you enter that school. From your PTS year 1, year 2, and year 3, everything, all your clinical experiences, you have to read them. Because definitely you will see some questions coming from there. You might not see all, but it's just that you don't know where the question is coming from. That's why it is so cumbersome. It is so complicated. You just have to read everything. You need to see how messy my room was at that time. Everywhere was book. But thank God that is in the past now. So someone asked me about the clinical experience. There are so many clinical experience that you experience. That's okay. For me, one that I love so much was psychiatric experience, leprosy experience, ophthalmic experience, primary healthcare, family planning experience. Most of these things exposed me to different part of nursing that really helped me to become more compassionate when caring for a patient, especially my psychiatry and leprosy experience. In leprosy experience, that was when I saw a woman who could not, I saw a woman using her hand to turn food, the food that is boiling on fire. She used her hand to turn, because all the nerves are dead, so she could not feel the pain. So that was one of the dangers that of leprosy that they taught us, and that made me become so passionate in caring for those kind of people. And in 2017, November to be precise, I graduated. Yeah! So from there, I now started working, and I'm super excited about my journey so far. So I believe that you pick one or two things from this story and apply in your life as you continue to progress in your nursing journey. Okay, so thank you very much. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do so. Okay, so tell me in the comment section which school of nursing are you and your reading time. Let me know your reading time and which school of nursing are you in the comment section. I would love to read it. Thank you so much for your time, and see you guys in the next video.